And welcome back to another video.
Yeah, we have our first round from the tournament grounds. So fresh off the conclusion of the event, which was amazing. Of course, we thought it would be. We hoped it was going to be, and it
was more than anything I could expect. Like, it was so many players approached me and were like, "Man, this is such like a great event, and we're having such a blast." So
amazing.
That was amazing to hear for sure.
Amazing to hear that. Amazing to see everybody. Heidi, of course, thanks again for coming. And here we go. We finally have the matches for you all. So let's jump into round one. We have Aldo, also from the community. He's playing Geomancer versus Carl, another Montrealer, playing Necro. So, of course, we knew there was going to be a couple of Necros going into the event, right?
Yeah, needless to say.
Yeah.
So let's get into the deck tech. So first we have Geomancer.
Everyone's pretty, So, so this is Aldo's deck, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He went Earth Fire.
Which is, fire is a bit of... it's a little different.
Interesting choice for you?
Yeah, it is.
You expect this
when
to
I
be air?
think Geo, I don't think fire. I think like Earth, Air, kind of those kind of builds.
Predominantly Earth always, right?
For sure.
I think we were talking about it before, and before we get into the deck fast, I wanted to just say I'm okay with the two element Geomancers. Obviously you need to be in Earth because of his ability.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
But I'm okay with the splash. I don't like to go too deep in the splash, and Aldo's taking the gamble here. He's got some cards with
2-3 thresholds, for sure.
Heavy requirements on thresholds. All right, so what's going on here? What's going on here?
He looks like he's feels kind of mid-range-ish.
Yeah, I guess that's a trademark of the Geo, kind of just Pathfinder adjacent, ramping into curving into bigger bodies as you go.
Well, if you look at his 5 and 6 drops, they are pretty decent. You got the Balor, Infernal Legion, the Titan, obviously pretty good stuff.
I'm happy to see this card being kept alive. I'm not. It's not to suggest that the card is not playable anymore. It's just that I haven't seen much of it, and so it's nice when we do see it. Wicked Tools is a scary, terrifying card that there was a lot of hype about at the beginning of the Gothic release, but then it seems to just kind of fallen out. I don't know. No one's really playing with it.
I still see it in quite a few deck lists.
Do?
Yeah, I still, but not as much as I used to.
Because this turns anything into a spellcaster, right? Draw card, turn it into a spellcaster, and no threshold. You would think this card would be seeing a lot more play, even as a maybe collection card for toolboxes. It is. Yeah. It does cost 2 for toolbox, then 2 for the tool, then plus the cost of the spell. So it is costly. Like, there is that consideration. But I don't know.
But it does allow you to play cards with greedier thresholds that are the knights and so on.
Sure, which could explain maybe this could be the answer right to the first thing we said was this is pretty deep in the threshold restrictions. So Wiccan Tools maybe helps with that. Actually, definitely helps with that, which is okay. That's an interesting thing. Always
always works well too with Pact with the Devil. Sacrifice your spellcaster.
Sure, turn everything into a spellcaster.
So draw more cards.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Nice, good catch for sure.
Let's take a quick look at his collection, see what he's got going on.
I think we missed a card when we uploaded the list. But anyways, this is the gist of it. Is there maybe a berry in there? No, I got the berry.
Well, he's got your usual suspects. Angry Mob, Dispel, Berry. Interesting. The Amazon Warriors, I guess, just to get those beefier creatures out.
Yeah, if we're in the vein of curving into big bodies, the Amazon Warrior at the end of the day is a 5 power, right?
I thought you would have favored maybe a little bit more ward minions with Roots and Sinkhole being in the Atlas.
Oh, so he's okay. So interesting because he's got the Order of the White Wing and the Paladin, which both have ward. But I'm surprised, to only see one and not both of this, and even 3. I'm pretty inclined that if I'm going to put one of these orders into the deck, there's even the water one.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like I would put all 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a nice 3-drop, and it's the ward, and then like you said with the Sinkhole and the Sinkhole and Roots, obviously, which is another I would think staple of the Geo. Anyways,
let's go into Carl's deck.
Yeah, Carl's deck, interesting.
Mono Water. We've seen this a few times already.
Okay, but this is I think fairly similar, if not identical, to CJ's Sorcery Con winning list. Is that
it looked pretty close, I'd say.
Yeah. Carl, definitely, I need to give Carl the credit. After we make a statement like that, I got to give Carl his credit. Before there was ever any whispers from CJ about Water Necro or anything like this, Carl actually mentioned. We have the proof in our chat log. Carl was definitely talking about this type of
he had talked about it, and I think CJ later that week released a video.
Interesting, saying, hey, who knows?
But Carl had the mindset of, anti-interrogator deck.
Yeah, that was
when he built it. When that was his initial thing.
That was the origin for him, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean...
still scary stuff. I mean, you got Lilith.
Credits to both. Let's just say fast. Credits to both for winning and for thinking. It's all it's all positive. But yeah, so what you're saying, Lilith.
But the minion that terrifies me the most is Lord of Lies.
Oh,
actually, yeah, I'm not liking this card very much. I face it so often, so I kind of have a PTSD from it.
Yeah, I mean, also with the splash from air, right? I think that means we have grapple shot.
Yeah, grapple shot, zap, of course.
Well, we're just talking about Lord of Lies, right? Grapple shot turns Lord of Lies into this thing can either attack for 6, it can attack for 6, fight for 6, or it can attack for 6, fight for 6, and grapple shot for 6. You can do 18 damage in one turn with this thing.
That's just absolutely gross.
When the stars align, of course. But it's interesting, because I think we're only splashing air really for Serpelius.
Whirling Blades is too really good.
The best card in the game, perhaps.
It's pretty
exaggerated much, but still.
No, it's pretty good, yeah, for sure. I mean, you got some pretty good magic spells. Mesmerism, just taking over anything you want, pretty much.
And I mean, definitely the benefit of playing one element or tiny splash means you don't really care how many pips your cards have, right? You'll always get there on curve.
Eventually,
yeah. Even if it's one turn later, like it's fine, right?
Obviously you got the manuscripts on flows.
Manuscripts goes really well with the necro generation of tokens, right? Every turn.
You just draw a card.
I'm surprised to not see the vampire, especially with Whirling Blades, even if it's just Dapril, not Renatus, because I mean the 1 pip means you're probably okay. I mean, it's got a lot of sites capable of producing air, so I'm just surprised to not see the vampire in the list. But anywho, let's jump into the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a very solid minion list there. So
Oh, so it's interesting because I mean, everyone who was playing Water or Necro was playing Pied Piper at our event, and now there's recently been a change to Pied Piper, if I'm not mistaken. There was a change in the codex recently.
Yes, that is true.
So before, if you had a skeleton or anything 1 power or less, and it got buffed to more than 1 power, the Piper would still take it. Because Piper checks the power before the modifications, like power additions, got checked. But I think there was a change to the changelog done to the codex recently that like nullifies that. Like if you pump your skeleton to a 5 power, the Piper can't take it because it's a 5 power. I think the idea is it's more intuitive that way. All right, so we're off to our pretty basic start here, right? The Geo with its Earth site creating a rubble, and the Necro playing its insane sites.
Insane sites, yeah. Wuthering Heights is, River Rapids, and it's got so many movement sites. You could just like push your skeletons around so easily.
Well, this deck is playing all these utility sites, right? This might be this Necro build might be the genesis of building sites up instead of building spells first. This kind of changed a little bit of how, from the trajectory of how I experienced Sorcery's growth, we'll say, was all of a sudden after this deck was around, like people were talking about, build your sites first because with all the utility you can abuse, you can shift your game plan towards it, and in this case, all the skeletons you make with your rivers and your Wuthering Heights, you can fly around the board
for sure. I mean, just look at the cards. I mean, Gilman House, Innsmouth Dock, it just, the mismanaged mortuary, just like deal with
Archie,
Death Speaker and Archie and so on. So it's just definitely have a thin ice. I mean,
talk about movement also with Undertow, just as a quick side note.
For sure.
That could be a sneaky little card that okay, I think I don't know, I'm kind of the opinion that Crossroads is actually a trap in the Geo deck. Like, it organizes to help you find your Earth sites or fix your threshold if you're playing a bit of a greedier threshold deck.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just generally happier having the extra Earth site. Like, you really want to be able, I think anyways, you really want to be able to build your
Rubble.
Exactly, to justify the use of the Geo. Otherwise, you might as well just play Pathfinder, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's like
I was never really a big fan of Crossroads, honestly. I get maybe like if he's trying to get the roots and sinkhole combo.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's fair. If it's there for the purposes of finding specific,
but I think just with the fact that he's not specifically doing a mono Earth deck and he has fire sites, he's not really getting the full benefit of the Geo. because then you have the fire sites, so you're not playing earth sites. And then you have these sites that don't produce any thresholds. So, and his curve is pretty high too. So,
well, okay. Okay, I don't know what the heck Carl just did there. I'm pretty sure.
I know he does it. Yeah, he puts the.
He's gonna put them back.
He's gonna put them back.
Okay, because that's the wrong card. He was doing what the gnarled Wendigo does. Basically, you have to sacrifice, but the Dormant just keeps.
He realizes after. Yeah. Good.
So it's a nice little setup, right? With the Withering Heights able to fly. I mean, I think he just moved them one after another because he still had to build over a couple of turns. But in another situation, right, you can at least double move in one turn by flying the newest one, which he might have actually done this turn, just to be able to discount his monstrosity low enough. So it's pretty good. I mean, I'm actually not that crazy about the Dormant Monstrosity, even though we've just seen it probably played in like its best moment, right? As early as possible on the corner. I just fucking takes so long for that thing to come across the board. It would just feel so bad if it finally made it across the board and you just had an answer for it, you know?
You know what I think what it does is that it makes your opponent subconsciously like they're like, okay, it's eventually coming, so I'm gonna have to deal with it at some point.
But see, also like my issue is that suppose Aldo builds completely on the right side of the board, right? So 7, 6, 1, 12, all that stuff. So the monstrosity is going to come down to 15, go to 10, and then it's going to have to make a choice between going to 9 or 5 to be able to attack on the following turn. And it's like the second it comes right next to one of those two sites, you can then play a site underneath it. Now it's in the realm and you can just deal with it, right? Like that's a consideration and a concern, at least that I have with the card. So if you consider something like the Barghest that's in fire, it has movement +1. You can play in a void far away, so you can't get surprise got, and then it comes in to attack. Like I prefer that 3-power minion that I have to pay mana for than this thing that has to go in a corner and it takes 6 turns to attack and then just dies. Anyways, that's my little rant.
There is swap,
but it has to be in the realm, so you have to like.
Yeah, but you can move it into your site and then swap it, and then
or play a site underneath it for yourself, I suppose. Yeah. So Assault the Earth. How do you feel about that card? I kind of like it, just to catch up to the game,
but not with the Geo. I do like it, but I don't think the Geomancer is the right deck for it.
I would play the Earth, perhaps, right? Yeah. Instead of Salt the Earth, the one that gives you the mana and
the Earth threshold. Yeah, exactly. Double your mana.
Yeah, I mean personally,
helps the curve. I'm just happy bigger minions.
I'm just happy to see the card. I don't think we see this card enough. I mean, maybe it's not good enough, and that could be the reason. But I'm just happy to see the card.
Yeah.
So pretty rough, I have to say. Also, with Geomancer playing a desert on a square 8, right? That means it's not a rubble, and also now he's completely enclosed, right? So he needs to move in order to create a rubble in a. Yeah. So he's kind of, unfortunately, based on how the sites were drawn, shut himself off of using the Geo's ability.
For sure. Yeah.
So he's going to have to do something to get his...
Kind of at a disadvantage at this point, because now your avatar basically didn't really do anything, so... I would have mulliganed, maybe to try to get more Earth sites.
It's possible that he did mulligan, and this is what he ended up with, unfortunately, right? I mean, it's the gambles.
I mean, he did have the step, but after that, it was pretty much...
The step was a perfect start.
Yeah. After that, it just it went down.
Just got a bit rough after. Yeah.
So Carl just
loading the board.
He's got pretty decent board presence.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can't ask for too much in fire, but it would have been nice to get ourselves a 3-cost 3-power ward minion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true.
We got the Barghest, but.
Yeah, but fire is already pretty
I know.
as it is. I mean, it's got... You could play, a mono fire deck and, do pretty good.
Yeah, I know. It would be...
It's got so much... You have Morgana. I mean, just that alone.
Just where's my 3-cost charge reward minion? Let me...
Sure.
Let me attack and have a ward and 3-power on turn 3. You can make it like a 4th threshold card, so maybe it comes down on turn 4,
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Blaze is not bad, honestly. Unfortunately, the skeletons moved to a corner, so that Blaze won't catch them.
No, it's only the trail.
Yeah. But it's also one of those things, right? Surprising that after the monstrosity came into play, I wonder what the reason for Carl is to not move any of those skeletons at all. Yeah, hopefully they don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die.
No. He could block with 2. Or just one if he wants to, but if he wants to kill the kettle top.
Yeah, that's a Gilman house, right? Well, okay. Yeah, that's going to be really gross with the skeletons. Just move a skeleton.
Oh, he could just
transform to a 3-power, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Which is why he's inclined to not block the...
Yeah, I hope... wow. That's pretty rough, actually. Okay.
Yeah, if those skeletons... Okay, so interesting. I wonder if that's just the situation.
So he chose to attack the site.
Yeah, but see, hold on. I feel like that could be a situation where he thought the blaze would kill the skeletons and then maybe felt pressured to not take the turn back, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I feel like if you have a misunderstanding of... Well, okay, it's kind of difficult to say, right? If you have a misunderstanding of the card and you use it, but like nothing's changed on the board, I think that's a fair take back. But at the same time, if you're at a, quote unquote tournament, you should know what the cards in your deck. I don't know. It's tough to say, right? Had I got called over, like I was acting as the judge in the event. Had I got called over in that exact moment, I probably would have said nothing's changed. Like you just played Blaze and you realized the take back is fine. Like no cards were drawn, nothing on the board has changed. Carl didn't make a decision to block.
Yeah, the only thing that changed was the ward broke.
Well, that's a good.
But that's
that's a consequence of. Like, it didn't create any change in decisions,
No.
So talk about the Gilman house.
Yeah, horrible hybrids.
All three.
So now, well, we know Aldo's not playing Death Dealer, so
that's true. We did not speak of Death Dealer.
Let's see. Yeah, he's got his Titan, which is 7. Craterize.
Yeah, Craterize would help, but I mean we're stuck at 4 mana though, unfortunately. And Carl's got 18,000. And a stag too.
And a stag. Oh jeez.
See, like, okay, so this could be the explanation for what makes the monstrosity good.
What's that?
Is that now we're in a situation that thing has been there since the beginning, just slowly creeping. And now look at how many things Carl has on the board. So even if it's time to deal with the monstrosity now, you still then have to deal with a stag and an order. But that could also be, it's tough to say, because that could also just be that the situation is justifying, as opposed to this is a situation that the dormant monstrosity creates. This is just... Oh, we have a visitor here. So I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, it's performing well. So opinions are one thing, and results are another. I just want to point that out very fast before somebody else does. The idea isn't necessarily to say do this and don't do this. It's just to give different things to consider and think about, right? As long as you're thinking and you're considering all the angles, you're doing fine. Okay, Aldo's building into the corner.
Yeah, I can understand. I mean...
Well, you wouldn't block 7, like on block on 7? You're okay with the body of water extending into your territory?
Especially it's a bit... I mean, Carl at this point could play at square 7 or 9.
Yeah.
So even if he plays on one of those, Carl could still play on the other, so... And Carl's got like pretty decent board presence right now. 3 hybrids, stag. I mean, see, like Salt the Earth. It's just,
but here,
like these kind of decks.
No, but hold on though, right? We chose the Wuthering Heights because the Wuthering Heights is terrifying and it flies the skeletons around. But what if Salt the Earth chose Gilman House instead? Right, the board looks a lot more manageable, right?
But he also could have played the Great Famine, and that could have been...
actually, hold on. The Salt the Earth came down before the Gilman House was in play, so fair enough. The Great Famine. Oh, you're saying like instead of playing... Salt, put Great Famine?
Yeah. Because imagine now that's an aura. Between 13, 14... 18, 19... Like, all those minions are dying off.
Yeah. Interesting.
Especially Geo, if you're playing, like, this slow game, you kind of want to have like some kind of effective removal.
Yeah.
Versus, you know, if you're not going heavy on land destruction.
Okay, but like Carl's feeling good though. I mean, one Poison Nova, especially with the Stag not having any ward and our Order having the ward, right? All it takes right now is Aldo just takes a quick step, you know, one step, play Poison Nova.
Well, the failed mutation one is
sure, but I mean, at least you're not dying, you know.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, Poison Nova would be really good right now, actually.
All right, well, we didn't step, so I guess it's not that. Unfortunate.
I believe he's playing with 3 as well, eh? In his deck? Oh, only 2. Okay.
You know what would be hilarious is if he puts a spider underneath the active volcano. Just give me like this sweet, the sweet vindication, you know, of like
after all this time.
After all this talk about the dormant, just put that spider underneath there.
Okay. Plus the village, not.
Yeah, like spider is not even that good versus water decks necessarily, right? Unless they're the aggressor, which obviously is what's happening in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
So that makes them good now, or at least good again. It's just Aldo seems to not have the options in his hand, unfortunately. And honestly, too, with that Gilman house turning the skeletons into 3 powers, he can't even. Oh no, wait, hold on. I'm thinking about the wrong deck. I was gonna say Murder of Crows.
No.
But that's air, so never mind. Oh well, Flayer is again, but same concept, but they're not 1/1s. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's rough. Yeah, I can't. Can you make out what's in his hand? Looks like he's got a blaze, maybe a toolbox.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a Gargantula in the back. That's not terrible. Gargantula at least deals with the... You know, Gargantula takes the mutation. Or your Order kills his Order.
Yeah.
I mean...
it's something,
not
at least,
not the best, yeah. That is a Gargantula, right?
It looks like
the lighting in the middle.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, you know, Carl having the Ring of Morgan too, so he could just potentially just move up. You get your opponent to door, move up, ping for 1, call it the day, pretty much. The Ring of Morgan changes a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Though interesting, though, in the water world, you know, your opponent plays a water site. Maybe don't play your ring so fast. Your opponent doesn't play a water site. Go ahead. Let them bury it, no problem. What you don't want is you don't want them to swap it, right?
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Gargantula. Yeah, since the introduction of Gothic, I've played the Ring of Morgan very, very differently.
Yeah. You need to be careful.
Especially with swap and a lot more removal, so just... playing it maybe just when I need to finish my opponent or for that life gain, but yeah.
But yeah,
it's much different versus to when there was the Arthurian Legends meta.
Yeah.
To now, yeah.
But even when I'm playing against you and you have your Pathfinder and then your first site is a fire site, if I've got the ring, I just play it. That thing's not going anywhere the whole game. So
yeah, that's true.
Just gotta know your opponent, know their deck basically, or have an idea of what the avatar might do. Be able to extrapolate after seeing a site or two, perhaps. You know, it's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
It's a bit harder in this game than other ones, but
yeah, that's true.
It's not impossible.
There you go. Yeah. So.
Okay, cast a spell, ping it, 1 hybrid. Oh, unless he has a mesmerism in his hand. Okay. Well, folks. I mean, we hope you still stick around.
It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be.
We hope you stick around to the end of the video, but this one might be a bit rough.
What?
Poison Nova is still a thing, and especially when that monstrosity comes in. Maybe Aldo is just next leveling everybody here and waiting and encouraging the attack for 4, you know? Because once that thing is in, I'm sure Carl's going to move that stag over. And even if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. It's still nearby. 1 quick step, 1 Poison Nova. Everything changes.
That is true. Except for the
I guess the mutation. Yeah.
Mutation
you caught me last time and you caught me again. Yeah. Damn. Okay, there's the attack for 4.
Yeah, he definitely needs something to get him out of this. It's not looking good for him. 3 hybrids, mesmerism, fail mutation.
I might have been inclined to, why does it's disabled. I might have been, maybe it's incorrect, but again, just as like a thought, I wonder if I would have traded 1 hybrid for the order and then used the not even. You could use our Gargantula to wake up the mutation. The mutation can kill the order, and then you can still attack for 9 with the hybrids, right? Am I wrong?
I believe you're correct.
Because, that mutation could be awake. Actually, wouldn't that be... no, we'd be in the same position, though.
Yeah.
Still not Death Door, but... So maybe it doesn't matter all too much.
I think what really didn't help Aldo was the sights. With Firesight, the crossroad, not be able to curve nicely, and Carl just being able to take advantage of that.
He does seem to. Oh, Michael is hilarious.
Okay, that's really good.
That's 5 minions wiped out. I mean, that's basically like the Poison Nova. Obviously, not as strong, but fucking powerful.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You're still kind of in it.
Okay, that's massive, actually. But I mean, unfortunately, he's at 2, and there's a Ring of Morgan in play. But that could be. I'm gonna put that in the poll for play of the day. That's a pretty insane play. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and they're actually pretty hard to find. The Archangel Michael. I've been looking to get one, and it just seems like they're almost impossible in Canada. Maybe in US and TCG, but like here is just...
okay, yeah, like the whole Canada. Well, hey, now with Card Trader, does that change anything? Because Card Trader can supply TCG level service, so to speak, to Canada.
Yeah.
Oops.
Probably for double the price. Okay. Playing the Riptide on the Archangel, breaking the ward. No, not breaking the ward.
Well, the ring breaks the ward.
Yeah, the ring. Yeah, so pulls it in. Okay, gets him to door.
Well, I mean, the ring is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
More minions just for good measure.
Yeah, so he needs like artifact removal and nothing.
The Tithe and the Blaze aren't.
No matter what he did, I think he was pretty much done.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that mixed with the sight issues. I mean, he's pointing to his fire sights now, right? Yeah. And mixed with the sight issues, it's unfortunate that Carl's hand encouraged him to push his skeletons off to the corner. Because I'm pretty sure without the Dormant Monstrosity, Carl was either going to stay in the back row, which again doesn't help, but maybe might have been more inclined to start flying his dudes up and moving forward, and then once they're there, then the Blaze becomes actually insane, and then of course getting turned into 3 power minions, and then another Blaze in the hand. It's just
pretty rough.
It's a rough start for Aldo in round 1, but
it is round 1.
Yeah,
so that means Carl will be moving up in the stats.
And it's important to note that in the event, you could be 4-1 and still make top 8. So the day was not over for Aldo just because of this rough start. Just has to not let it bog him down. And
we had 5 rounds and then top
cut
for
the quarter, semis, and finals. Yeah. So, I mean, that was round 1. We're looking forward to seeing and showing you guys round 2, and then of course, stick around and we'll get to the finals eventually.
Yeah. See you on the next one.